In the midst of his children, the Lord said he'd be. It doesn't take very many. It can be just 2 or 3. And I feel his mighty spirit that I've felt oft times before. Surely I can say I've been with the Lord. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place, in, as, and through all of us. For this is how God gets into the world, in, as, and through us. All the love, life, light, power, peace, beauty, and joy are here present. And it's from this place of oneness with the One I speak a word of blessing on our time together, knowing that grace, wisdom, understanding, and joy abound. So grateful for these and so many more blessings as we say yes to this morning, yes to this day, and yes to being one with the One. So be it, and so it is. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. There's a holy hush around us. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place.
Good morning. Welcome to Unity Displays, a positive path for spiritual living. My name is Peggy Dont, and I'm serving as your platform assistant today. Please take a moment to silence your phones, and then I would invite you to stand as you are able and sing our opening song, I've Got the Joy, 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 Joy.
Good morning. They're called joy songs for a reason, right? Joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I've got the peace, peace jumping down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. I've got the peace of understanding down in my heart, down in my heart to stay. I've got the love of spirit down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. Where? Down in my heart. I've got the love of spirit down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Joy, 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 joy again. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to sing. Woo!
To start our morning, I would like you to please turn to your neighbor or someone close by and say hello and good morning.
Hello and good morning.
I would also like to acknowledge and say welcome to those who are tuning in online, either now or later. We thank you for joining us. This week, we are blessed to have our spiritual leader with us, Megon McDonough. Her talk title today is The Power of Will versus Willpower. We'd also like to welcome and thank our musicians, Elena Truffa, and our pianist, Nicholas Olynciw. Welcome, Nicholas. And of course, Megan will chime in.
Yes.
Yeah. And now it's time for our chaplains.
Where is the saying up here? No, it's right here. Good morning. My name is.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're your chaplains for the service, and we want to say if you want a prayer said with you, we'd be happy to do that. And so let's move on to that's what I can't find.
The vision
The
statement.
vision statement, yes.
Which should appear.
Empower and
Evolving consciousness that spiritually transforms the world through an awakening oneness.
Okay.
And then the invocation by Charles Fillmore.
I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your divine wisdom, now erase my human limitations, and from your pure substance of love,
bring into manifestation
my world according to your perfect law.
We would like to welcome our newcomers. Is there anyone here for the very first time today? Please raise your hand. No? Okay, well, I'm so glad that you all chose to be with us this morning. And now it's time for the daily word. And the daily word today is prosperity. My prosperity is unlimited. I claim my good now. After King Darius hauled an unbitten Daniel from the lion's den, the king wrote to other nations to praise the divine power that delivered his Hebrew prophet by taming hungry beasts. Overcome by divine goodness, Darius prayed for abundant prosperity among the people of his ancient world. Today, the lions I face may be rising prices when shopping and greater costs for basic needs. Even in the den of apparent lack, my prosperity is unlimited. In prayer, I claim my good, grateful to live in an abundant universe. I pray that cooperative interaction with others who are seeking their own prosperity brings an end to poverty and establishes world peace. I claim prosperity for myself and all others. And the Bible verses from Daniel. Then King Darius wrote to all peoples and nations of every language throughout the whole world, may you have abundant prosperity. And we wish that for ourselves and for everyone. And now it's time for us to prepare for meditation. And we will sing our meditation song together. And today we're singing Lead Me to the Light.
Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to see it through. Lead me to the light. Make my eyes to see all that I can be. Help me to see it through. Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to see it through. Lead me to the light.
As we take this time to settle into our seats, let's breathe. I breathe in knowing I breathe in. I breathe out knowing I breathe out. And as we breathe in, we go deep and relaxed. And as we exhale, we let go. We let go of the week that was. The day before. And we step into this moment with confidence, ease, and grace. And breathe. And let go. As we leave all worries and concerns in the parking lot. For in this room is peace, joy, harmony, and in each of us, divine possibilities. I open my mind to limitless possibilities. There are limits to what my mind can imagine. I may find a challenge too big to overcome or too complex to work through. In the past, I might have avoided such challenges. But today, I turn within to find guidance. For guidance is always there. And in the stillness, I can feel it and hear it. Within this inner sanctuary, I find infinite possibilities. This is what my will is for. Limitless possibilities that I imagine, that I call forth first in my mind and then in form. For this is how everything is created. All things are first a thought. With spiritual light, I begin to apprehend what is possible. I emerge from my prayer time filled with inspiration, clarity, presence, ready to take on this imagined beauty and task. As I am ready to take the steps necessary to make my vision a reality. breathe. Let us breathe life into our vision with our imagination. I return again and again to the limitless field of infinite potential, where I can claim divine ideas and know the presence and power of God is in and through all things. Let us think the thoughts that God is thinking through us. May it be done as in earth, in us, as it is in heaven, the higher consciousness, possibilities. For nothing will be impossible with God. We know this to be true. So be it, and so it is. Amen. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is.
Welcome. So glad you're here. I hope everyone's summer is going beautifully. Fast. It's going fast. That's what I know. I am so thrilled that Nicholas and I will be performing this song. This is a song that I've done here before. It's an original. As some of you know, I'm a big beauty fan. I think beauty is one of the great healers, and certainly summer brings that to us. This is called The Gospel According to Beauty. Thunder, lightning, then the rain. Winter ending, spring always came in time to fill the emptied frame. In the gospel according to beauty. Beauty. Children laughing breaks the spell of the greatest truth we'll never tell, that joy grew from the place we fell. In the gospel according to beauty. Beauty. Take this time to see your hands, free or not from ties and bands. Bless them, kiss them, they understand. A lifetime in service to beauty. Take this time to see your hands, free or not from ties and bands. Bless them, kiss them, they understand. A lifetime in service to beauty. Flowers withered, flowers whole, the restless heart or quiet soul, a scrap of paper or 9-foot scroll, mark the gospel according to beauty.
Thank you. Beauty, I'll say. Thank you, Nicholas. Yes, bless your hands, for sure. Thank you. When President Kennedy asked Wernher von Braun what it would take to build a rocket that would carry a man to the moon and bring him back safely to Earth, von Braun answered him in 5 words: the will to do it. Just as von Braun emphasized the will to reach the moon, let us embrace the notion that our thoughts, aspirations, and actions pave the path to our dreams. Empower our minds, fuel our determination, and watch as life transforms into the vision you hold. The will to do it. Wow. I have always loved that quote. It's always inspired me. And this month, of course, here at Unity, we are presencing the power of will from Charles Fillmore's, who is the co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore's book, The 12 Powers of Man. And I've been reading his book, and The 12 Powers of Man was written quite some time ago, and I'm not saying that it's too antiquated, but it is dense and a little difficult at times. So I like to go on Truth Unity, which is a great website, also, of course, our unity.org, and read more contemporary material on will. And so I was about that this past week. And I like to sort of give my talk some breath during the week. I think I've got a good idea. I start working on it, and Spirit always has another idea. The idea that comes to me like Friday, is like, and it came to me in the morning when I woke up. I'm coming a little late to this series, but who here is watching The Gilded Age? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Not enough of you have raised your hand. I just have to say, it's one of the reasons I sang the Gospel According to Beauty. It is, I'm a big Julian Fellows fan, who, of course, wrote Downton Abbey. And I loved Downton Abbey. But the Gilded Age takes place during it was called the antebellum period, or the Age of Jackson, preceding the Civil War. The 1800s in America encompassed several distinct eras. The early part of the century, 1800 to 1860, is often referred to as the antebellum period or the Age of Jackson, preceding the Civil War. By the industrialization and significant social changes. Other terms like Reconstruction, 1865 to 1877, and the Progressive Era through 1890 to 1920s. Progressive. Also apply to parts of the 1800s, especially the late 19th century, when the Fillmores were just getting started. Social, you will, when you log on, and I hope you do, to the Gilded Age, it's so beautiful. And the imaginations are fired from the downstairs staff to upstairs tycoons. It's the Astors and the Russells, and there's vying for social position. But it is a time where this is America and everything is possible. They're trying to hold on to the old guard and the old way of doing things. And it is interesting to see that this has been going on for centuries. The haves and the have-nots, but there is the great equalizer of the will to make your dreams come true. The hope, the will, the work, the imagination that it takes. Beautiful. And the power struggles. Wow. The power struggles. It's been going on forever. The American Civil War was from April 12th to 1861 to May 26th, 1865. Also known by other names, was a civil war in the United States between the Union, the North, and the Confederacy, the South, which was formed in 1861 by states that had seceded from the Union. I hope my geekiness is not boring you, but this was things that, got it, let's go. And here it is again, because we are a little further up the mountain, but we are back to the same place with a different perspective. AI. I would call that the Gilded Age of technology, and how it is exploding, and how much fear and how much doubt and how much it is, the horse has left the barn. But I was thinking about the Fillmores. Charles Fillmore was born into this present itinerary, so this on Truth Unity, on August 22nd, 1854, at 4 a.m., on an Indian reservation just outside a little town of St. Cloud, Minnesota, in a log cabin that his father Henry had built by a ford over the Sauk River. He was christened Charles Sherlock Fillmore. Myrtle Fillmore, born August 6th, 1845, Pagetown, Ohio, U.S., died October 6th, 1931, in Lee Summit, Missouri. Was an American, I'm sorry, this is AI. The other was from Truth Unity. I'm sorry, it says, founded Unity, a new religious movement, which we know is, we substitute that word religious with spiritual, that propounded a pandemic healing and problem-solving faith. So they had been, propounded a pragmatic and healing and problem-solving faith. They had come through several pandemics of that time. There was the Spanish flu. There was, cholera. Charles and Myrtle Fillmore met in Denison, Ohio in the mid-1870s. They encountered each other at a literary event where they quickly connected over their shared interests in books and ideas. They also enjoyed exploring the countryside together, searching for fossils and arrowheads. They were married in Clinton, Missouri in March 1881. Before the Gilded Age, America had just endured the Civil War and the Reconstruction era, a period focused on reintegrating the southern states and granting civil rights to newly freed African Americans. What I love about the Gilded Age and the whole program is, well, it's beautiful and that gets my attention. The acting is marvelous and the writing is terrific. I'm in. But it really gives us a wider scope of what really went on and another perspective, a beautiful perspective, not any less difficult than what we might feel ourselves going through now. In fact, maybe more difficult. But electricity came in. So many marvelous things that today we would just take for granted. This era also saw a gradual societal shift from agriculture to industry. Continuing the Industrial Revolution's move from rural to urban areas as millions of immigrants and farmers migrated to cities. And yet, let us not forget the farmers. I live in Huntley, which is very close to where I grew up. I grew up in Crystal Lake, which was the prairies. Not the end of the world, but you could see it from there. And as a kid, I couldn't wait to get out. And now I'm hoping for a place just like that. I'd like to be actually further away and quieter. But it is all farmland that is quickly turning into homes, subdivisions, big concrete, several acre buildings that are, clearing centers for, Amazon centers are going up in all the prairies. Randall Road, when I was a kid, was 2 lanes. Now it's over 6. Now it's 8. I'm getting a little cranky too. I notice. I'm like, whoa, change is not easy, and yet it's what's been happening forever. It's hard. It's going to be difficult. I'm thinking about taking a course in AI because I don't want to be left behind. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. It's up to us. So there was the Civil War, the Reconstruction era, Industrial Revolution, urbanization, immigration. You cannot stop life. And all those marvelous people who are such a fabric of the United States, and the westward expansion. Charles Fillmore moved to Denison, Texas in 1874 to take a job as a clerk in the freight office of the Missouri, Kansas, and Texas Railroad. Railroads are very big in the Gilded Age. He was reportedly attracted to the area due to new opportunities. Sometimes I feel like every opportunity is over, that there's nothing new under the sun, that there are no more new opportunities, especially now that we have AI doing everything for us. I don't think so. I think there will be new opportunities for everyone. New opportunities for everyone. I'm not saying, and a lot of my musician and singer friends, you know, how many folk singers does it take to change a light bulb? 5. 1 to change the bulb, and 4 to talk about how great the old one was. While in Denison, he met his future wife, Myrtle Page, at a little literary study group. He eventually worked his way up to the position of cashier at the railroad. However, in 1879, Charles lost his job. Eric Butterworth, who I had the great grace to hear on Sunday mornings when I lived in New York City, would say when someone was fired or lost their job, he'd say, "Congratulations. Congratulations. Something better is coming." Charles lost his job to an incident defending a friend against a false accusation from a railroad dignitary. After this, he left Denison and moved to Colorado to work in mining and real estate. Wow. What a fascinating guy. Born on a reservation. He and Myrtle moved to Kansas City. Next month, we'll be talking about Myrtle's evolution. The Fillmores were astonishing people and people of faith, great faith. Myrtle was diagnosed with tuberculosis and said she wouldn't, she should really slow down, stop. Yet Myrtle believed in the healing power of prayer. And I want to close with this. This is from Ernest Wilson, who wrote, "If you want to enough." The greatest overcomer I've known, he talks about Fillmore. I wish that everyone who becomes interested in unity could have known Charles Fillmore as I did. His life is a profound illustration of the declaration that has challenged me all through my career. You can if you want to enough. Thinking back on that seems like such an antiquated parental thing to say, that my parents said it. You can be anything you want to be. I don't think we believe that is so readily today. To many, it must seem strange that the leader of Unity movement, which stresses the healing, transforming power of prayer, should be physically afflicted. Even after I had come to know him well, I still marveled at his courage in proclaiming that healing power from within a so obviously afflicted body. But the spirit within the body was not afflicted, and his body responded to that indomitable spirit to the degree that seemed little short of miraculous. He had impaired eyesight and hearing. A childhood accident had resulted in a withered and shortened right leg. With amazing candor, he describes in one of his books how he began applying the spiritual concept that resulted in his wife's miracle healing of tuberculosis. His eyesight and hearing improved, and he began to have more feeling in his right leg. Not only more feeling,
As a young man, he wore a 4-inch extension on his right shoe. By the time I first knew him, that extension had been completely discarded. The shrunken flesh on the afflicted leg had filled out, and he wore an ordinary right shoe. So this week, let's think about ordinary right shoes when we're faced with, I don't know if this is ever going to happen, I don't know if this is going to work, The use of the will is very important in making demonstrations. One must be very persistent, since persistence is essential to demonstration. Truth builds the perfect body, and the will must resolutely lay hold and keep hold to the word of truth until the word becomes flesh. I'll leave you with this, what I learned yesterday. Grace Chambers, aged 97, has become Europe's oldest park runner to reach the 250 run milestone. She has completed the 5K run at Olynciw Park in South Belfast. Grace had heart surgery 4 weeks ago, but that did not stop her taking part in the run on Saturday. On completing the run, Grace said she was over the moon, that I never look negatively at things. If I set a goal, I try to achieve it. And if I don't do it the first time, I try it again and again and again, she said. Oh, Grace, you are my hero. Wherever you are, I hope you're resting today, because this was just this past weekend. And next month, again, we'll talk about Myrtle. And just one last thing. I still haven't figured out the metaphysical meaning of, speaking of the Gilded Age, the bustle. I have no idea. There's a fashion reason, but I think there's a deeper meaning of the bustle. I'll let you know. Thank you.
So I love this song, and let us remember, in light of everything that is going on, it's still a wonderful world. If you know the song, I hope you'll sing along. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And so it is.
Thank you, Meg. Wow. And now it's time in our service for our offerings and our tithes. We thank those in this room today and those who are watching later for your generous support. Because of you, our doors are open and our church's needs are being met. We are so very grateful. As our ushers come forward, please hold your gift in your hand and recite our offering prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful for all that we have. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. We are so blessed.
And as we bring the tithes and offerings and the prayer box forward for a blessing, we know all is well. Every prayer is answered already in the mind of God. And these tithes go forth to do a mighty work. Unity Displays is a tithing church. We spread the abundance because there's always more than enough. We say we can't outgive God, but we're going to try. They are blessed, they go forth. We are blessed, we go forth to do God's work. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you so much for your generous tithes and offerings. In addition to the Sunday collection, checks can be mailed to us and donations can be made online at unitydisplays.org. The lovely pulpit flowers today are donated by Chris Schaefer, and she says happy birthday to her nephew, David. Thank you, Chris. Remember, you too can be a flower angel. Pick your special date and sign up now in the lobby. The fee is $35, and of course, you get to keep the flowers. Now, we must know that next Sunday is our annual picnic. Meg is excited. Join us for fun and food and fellowship. And please sign up outside in the narthex for what you could bring for our food and to share. Also, the flower sign up is back there. On September 21st is our annual meeting. We would love to have everyone come, and those of you who are members will be able to vote. It's an important meeting. We would love to have you there. When you leave the sanctuary, please remember to be quiet because the chaplains will be up here praying. And now we're going to welcome the children by singing "We Are Walking in the Light."
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. In the light, in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light of God. We are walking in the love, in the love, in the love. You are walking in the love of God.
Hello, today we spent some time just working on our presentation for next week. It's after the congregation and then before the picnic, and I hope you guys all can join us. And then Julie has some stuff to say.
Julie has some stuff to say. Hopefully you all can join us. It's a presentation of what they do at their rallies at the international event that we went to this year. And so we have pictures and they go through what they did and they share what they learned a little bit. So we hope everybody can join us next week. So the reason that it's just us up here, and I don't know why, every time I do this, I start getting choked up. Yeah. It's our time to celebrate Alex. Alex is graduating, and he's going on to wonderful things. We all know that he's going to be marvelous in whatever he chooses to do, but it has been a thrill, a joy, an honor to have him in our group, and I think he's an amazing person. He's kind of one of those people that when you first meet him, you feel like you've known him forever, and I truly treasure our time together. So I do have one gift for you. That's to remind him that as he goes forward in his life, to stay grounded in prayer and meditation, and that will see him through any adversity he might come upon, and the joyous times as well. So that's it.
Thank you. And thank you to Julie Core, who does amazing things like this. And flip over here. Alex, we are so sorry we're going to lose our resident movie star. You are amazing. Thank you for all you do. And Max, and these people are so magnificent. We have watched them grow and carry the unity message out there where it's sorely needed. But for as long as I've been coming to Unity, we have a blessing, and it goes like this, and you can repeat after me. We love you, we bless you, we behold the Christ in you, and we see you doing amazing things. So Alex, here's what we know for you. We love you, we bless you, we behold the Christ in you, and we see you doing amazing things. And so it is. Is this to be presented? Thank you. And we have a gift. Oh, it's sort of hefty. I love that. So thank you, and thank all of you for your contribution, and have a great time. We know that Madison is going to be blessed by you, and I expect the vibe of the whole campus to be raised as soon as you get there. let us stand, sing, and pray.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Yay.